one of the things that you kind of touched on earlier, and is apparent with the whole Deuteronomy story and some of the other stories in the Bible is this idea of a curse, yeah, and it would appear that a lot of the groups that we're discussing actually feed into that narrative that we are cursed, under some divine curse, or that other Africans are under some kind of divine curse.
White supremacy. You don't need no curse with white supremacy. White supremacy, you can kill every single white person in the world. White supremacy is an idea. You cannot kill it. And that's what goes on. I'm from Jamaica. White supremacy is all over Jamaica. 72% of the wealth is controlled by 28 families in Jamaica. And the fact of the matter is, we are the biggest importers of bleaching products. I gotta laugh because it's crazy. I might actually invest in it because it's a big money maker. We are ridiculous from my home country. We hate ourselves so much. We feel if we are lighter, we will be better off. And it's the truth. When you look at the groups like Youth Man Faith, when the Rastafarian groups, because they were the ones that really propagate the whole smoking and the energy that it brings with the smoking, they kind of made it popular. But the Youth Man Faith said we were not treated right because of how we are. You know, they were living like squatters, I think in Trenchtown or wherever. And those dudes took believed in themselves, where they would get arrested and they would continue getting arrested because they stood up for what they believed and the fact that they were mistreated because of how the tone of their skin color. And what we as Africans in the diaspora have to realize, whether you're light skin, dark skin, or whatever, once you connect with Africa and Africans, and we decide, say, here, well, you want to deal with the color thing, a social advancement, then you're doing something for the people. But for now, we're gonna continue to repeat a cycle of being mistreated. In the 60s, it used to be hoses. Now it's the police shooting and killing us. So at the end of the day, family, when is this gonna stop? Is either we're gonna have an insurrection, or we're gonna be comfortable with saying, oh, two people got killed, we'll riot a little bit and destroy our own communities and go back and try to live in the same communities that we're destroying. Or we're gonna have a total insurrection and change it. I am not the one to say on here what we should do or we shouldn't do. But I'm telling you, it can't remain the same. And black folks, stop repeating the cycle. Every now and then, bro, a new religion pops up and say, hey, I have the truth. Whether it's Dr. York, whether it's the Nation of Islam, whether it's General Yahana, whether it's some new Black Hebrew Israelite group, it always comes down to some new religion popping up to let us join the wait and see program. This is the most important thing I'm gonna say right now. If the enemy knows what you believe and knows how you think, they dictate what's gonna happen in the future for you. Meaning that they know your limitations. If you believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you're not going to pick up a gun and shoot and kill a bunch of people. They know your limitations. So at the end of the day, if they control what you believe, they control your revolution.
Serious statement. Serious statement. You're focusing on on history in the book, and I want to know from you, um, obviously dealing with the areas that we're dealing with in terms of West and Central Africa, the Americas. You know, what I'm saying, the Caribbean, and so on and so forth. Um, what do you think we lose, like historically, in terms of our understanding of our history, our historical narrative, when we use the biblical narrative as real history, and not just real history, but our actual history? What do you think we lose in terms of our actual history when we hold on to that narrative?
Well, when I think about my history, I'm going to talk about me. I think about Taki in Jamaica. When the man in Jamaica decided to rebel. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the early rebellion that they had in the 1700s in New York, they did the same ritual that you see LeBron James and Kevin Garnett do. Them put the powder in them hand and clap and say, yes, we're ready for war. And people don't understand why LeBron James do it before the basketball game. He must say, listen, I'm ready for war. Taki decided to start a movement in Jamaica to go from plantation to plantation and kill all white people. A lot of people don't realize that. And even when they killed them, it continued for over a year because we had enough. They had enough. So them have to start put things in place to say, yo, listen, them people are serious. But people in America and in the UK who don't have a Caribbean connection need to realize something. Jamaica, as small as it is, had 1.2 million people come through there as slaves. 50% of the Igbos came through Jamaica. Now watch this. Jamaica was like a hub. I'm not to pinpoint Jamaica because I'm a Jamaican, but watch this. Whatever happened on the plantation in Jamaica, it caused eruption for everywhere else. Meaning that if it happened in Jamaica, the people in Haiti may have heard about it, or the people in the British Islands knew about it, or even in the Spanish control areas. Bookman, people think that Bookman get traded for some reason. Bookman was a spiritualist. So when Bookman got Haiti now and the film like a prayer, Bookman said, listen, me nah deal with the white man God. This is one different God me I deal with. So them type of thought they kind of scare the slave master like, yo, we need to have them people that stop the voodoo and Obi and all them things there. Up to this day, D. Lawrence, you know, D. Lawrence in Jamaica, a big thing, a big Obi man thing. And D. Lawrence come from Chicago. A lot of people don't know this. There's a white man from Chicago. So him, if you look on the Jamaican banned books right now today, D. Lawrence book them ban a Jamaica. Because theme book them used to inspire people. Whether you know I believe in a Obi or not, that's a funny business. In a bedwater, all them people, them spiritualists there. That's up to you. But that was something that charged the people them up. Three Finger Jack, another one. Him said the white man bullet couldn't kill him. So him run around them have to hire the maroon them for take him out because them couldn't deal with Three Finger Jack. So at the end of the day, all them things there, me rather them history than try attach myself to some people. I don't know if them exist or not. And that's the craziness. Because listen to this now, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at the Israelite history from like 800 BC, when have they ever been helped by their God? Think about it for a second in the history of the Bible. You're looking at the Assyrian time period. Them get beat up. You look on the Persian time, Babylonian time period, them get beat up. Persian time period, them under the rule. Hellenistic time period, them under the rule. Till them trick the Romans to help them to beat up the Greeks. When has their God ever stood up for them and say, here what, I live by the law? So me don't want to be a part of that history. Me don't want to be a part of that God. That God did not help me. Even if you're an Israelite, him not help you. When? When has he helped you? Him not help you. Is that God want to help you even when you pray? That means that the good suffer for the bad because him say, anyway, you don't follow the laws and the commandments, him going to punish you. So what happened to the one them who follow the laws and the commandments? What happened to them? Them get punished too. So if the good I get suffer for the bad, why may I follow this God? It don't make no sense. There's no time in the 400, 500 years we in this part of the world where we pray and God say, yo, I'm going to kill them slave master over this. So this is why I don't believe in a karma. And people laugh when I say that because it seems like karma only working in the black community. For real. Because, if karma was real, we would have been at the top and them would have been at the bottom. You wouldn't have to worry about Trump and them racist ways against we and them people that make money off of we and peer things. Karma is just not real and them things that we hold on to as black people. Yo, karma will get you, your ex-girlfriend said, karma will get you, you burn up my heart, karma will get you. Not a karma nut, man. And them little thought they will hold on to because of our upbringing stay. And it deal with we as a people where we hold on to our history where we don't have nothing to do it. And it goes for every other religion to come with it because all we love with people. We love a Rasta, we love a Muslim them, we love a Christian them, we love a Jew them, we love everybody, but it based off a book that never helped we yet. No matter how much the Obeah man reading a Psalms, it can't. Me never say a Obeah man say, I'm going to pray and kill off the police them yet and it work. Never. Never see nothing work yet. Me see man I pray and I fast and pray and ray call upon this God and nothing happen. So you're going to tell me that this 500 years, all this prayer we are praying, nothing happen. Until Bookman go ahead and say, listen man, we're going to deal with this. Then them kill off Bookman and the man them carry on the same energy what Bookman have and say, yo, we're going to take it over. This is why Haiti stay how it stay because them say, listen, them a slave here, we don't want to deal with them at all. Because look on it that way. Bookman I come from a British country, right? British and French wasn't really friend. But them trade, it's like a trade, like a basketball trade. Them trade Bookman and say, yo, wanna take the boy. Yeah, they had a girl named Kuya. I don't know if anybody ever heard of Kuya before. Ever heard of Kuya before? They have a guy who come up with a closing line. They had a Nigerian, a Igbo girl come up on the slave trade, right? They have a guy named Thornwood from a British slave trader. Go Jamaica, come back a foreign, go Jamaica, back and forth, right? This slave, what she used to do is, you know when you have a strainer, she used to poop in the strainer on purpose. And the slave master would have put the poop in her face and wipe it in her face. And say, you're going to change. And she'd go back and do it 3-4 more times. I said, look, I can wipe my face all I want, but nah, change. So every time she go in and say, yo, I've had enough of her, man. We're going to trade her. And they had to send her to another plantation and say, yo, we can't tame that one here. Because the purpose of the slave master when he brought you here is to make you change your religion and change your ways and be subjective to them. So you're submissive. So everything what them do you want. She was just beyond that. And it was a female, not even a male. It was a female. And she was so strong. But we don't hear them story in my youth. We rather hear about Jacob and Isaac and how God did this and they wrestle with an angel, all them foolishness there. What it have to do with we in our struggle? You see, the wait and see God are the most powerful thing that ever given to man. Because we can't get out of it. It's like you just can't get out. After say, yo, I'm going to pray to judge and do this and nothing is happening. If you not do it physically, it not happen. That's why I'm rate Taki. Taki are my favorite Jamaican of all time. Because him say, yo, we're going to kill all of them from plantation to plantation non-stop. And when him dead, the man them a carry it out.
Yeah, no, that's a serious history as well, you know. You remind me of something when Mutawaruka say. Mutawaruka say, Paul write a letter to the Ephesians and the Galatians and the Romans, and we are reading it like it's our letter. You know, you just remind me of that one day. But it's a serious thing though. There's a good book on Taki's War by a brother called Vincent Brown, yeah. It's called Taki's War. So do check that out for more information on what Garfield is just mentioning. And I agree with you. There's so much of our history and our ancestors that don't get a look in, you know, because we could have called Taki a prophet if we didn't want to call Taki a prophet, because really and truly, the work that he did was prophetic, you know, to not only fight that war, but unite the different groups of Africans that was on the island for the sake of fighting that war is a you know, it's not a history that we really know about. You know, Nanny, the same thing, you know what I'm saying, and all these things. Just coming again from Africans from Jamaica perspective, but there's so much more throughout the Americas and even upon the continent that you know would factor into that as well. So my brother, give thanks, yeah, for the work that the man I do. Do you know what I'm saying? Once again, agree or disagree, kings and queens. You're entitled to disagree. But do check out the information in the book, Misconceptions and Misinformation by the Black Hebrew Israelites, Volume 1. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that, you know, there's more to come. And we look forward to all of the rebuttals and the scholastic, yeah, differences, yeah, that are going to come from this particular piece of work. And are you once you see a written rebuttal, are you open to a debate, public debate? Find that something, yeah?
Of course. But let me also say this though. You could catch me on Instagram.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Brother Garfield Reid, and you could catch me on YouTube at Dagger Squad University. And if you want to get the book, you go to brothergarfielduniversity.com or Amazon. The quickest way is Amazon. Amazon.com.
Right, check it out, kings and queens. And I'm saying, do your research well, and let us all learn and grow and develop together, kings and queens. This is gotkushTV, bringing you the one and only Garfield Reid from the Dagger Squad. Pure Dagger fling today, you know. So, you know, when we walk down the road now, I have to duck because Pure Dagger go fling back at me. So, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll give thanks the same way. You know what I'm saying? Remember that, kings and queens. And always remember, you ain't got nothing if you ain't got kush. Blessings.
What it do, Sober Soldier, salute. This is Stick from Dead Prayers with my partner,
M1, and you are in tune to gotkushTV.